Welcome back to Musume Anime Review Part 4. This time discussing the two OVAs the series had. Yeah, for some reason these OVAs now, the anime wrapped up in 2015. The first OVA was released in 2016, the second was released in 2017. And here's a rarity for OVAs when it comes to anime. These were actually dubbed. Yep, they were dubbed. Which I was kind of surprised by that because the last series I watched, Are at the Scarlet Ammo, it wasn't dubbed. Nope, never was. Don't know why, but it wasn't. These two, yes, they are. Now, these two OVAs adapted from one chapter of the series, just one. The first one is adapted from chapter 17. Now, I should point out with this one, all the characters mostly in this episode, most of them do appear in the actual episode, with the exception of Lala, and of course, Miss Smith and her squad. These characters do not appear in this one at all. Okay, this one, the first one is simply, it's called Everyday Life at the Gym. This is what I've heard online is Everyday at Pool. This is like a pool doesn't play a part of the OVA toward the very end. So all the girls are having checkups, and it turns out that Mia, Centurina, yeah, I think it's just these two, actually put on a little bit of weight since their last checkup. Heck, even Maro, even she put on a weight too. So everyone's like worried and missing this. Like, okay, of course everybody at home like, okay, we have this gym basically about to start up. How about trial memberships? Well, all the characters who appeared in the anime at this point, well, all the regular ones, go to the gym. They later revealed that, well, they have everybody all working out using machines. The only case of Mia and Miro, they can't use machines because they don't have legs. And Santeria can't use a machine because of my action the machine. Yep, after finish everybody work. And of course, Poppy gets a little bit exhausted thanks to one machine she uses too much. Okay, and then like halfway through the OV, now the thing is run by Pito. She's basically kind of like a dog girl. Yeah, she's basically like a dog girl, and she basically works with the agency, so she doesn't have a host family. She can basically go wherever she wants to, and plus she runs a gym that basically is beneficial to, well, the monsters. Well, demi-humans they've heard of the show. They never heard it was monsters in the series. Well, I think like the racist couple versus monsters, basically demi-humans, because they're half human, half whatever creature. Since they can't legally leave the homes, the host, without the host present, so go to a gym. After all the exercise stuff, then they decided to go swimming. Yep. Now Poppy and Sue put on school swimsuits. It's a thing over in Japan basically where school swimsuits, they look like they're all blue and they'll look the same. US, I don't think they care. Actually, they do, in fact, wear some school swimsuits. Now, my cousin, when she was in high school, she was on the high school swim team. Well, she can't do it anymore because, well, she's a parent. She's with some other guy. I'm not going to go into it. Yeah. And everybody else basically wore swimsuits. The ogre apparently has this problem where no one can easily point out, though, her breasts are freaking huge. Yeah, people have tried to point out her in the series, but apparently she doesn't really understand it because she's kind of an idiot. Miss Smith, on the other hand, and of course, when she sees the area for sunbathing, she spends all the rest of the time sunbathing and getting drunk because that's what she does because she's lazy. And of course, well, they would typically everybody else do for something like do some exercise, basically do some aerobics, and then we have Mia, Miro, and Centurina do a swim contest, which Centurina wins thanks to Mia and Miro getting into an argument and basically cramping up. Yep. And then of course afterwards they all eat at an Italian restaurant, which they end putting the weight back on they just lost. But they'll probably go there regularly anyways. But they don't go there very much in the manga. Next one, believe it or not, is basically all about Raccoon. Yeah, they're visited by a little girl who's actually the daughter from the first host family she was part of. The director doesn't count because we never officially recognized this one. So, Raccoon basically is sort of a legal thing about our living situation. and the little girl who basically was accidentally hurt by her. Yeah. Now she realizes that Arachnida hurt her by accident. He would never she ever hurt her on purpose. Even though she's kind of basically a woman who's into bondage, she never purposely would hurt anybody with her hands. From what I can tell by the anime, it's clearly presented as an accident because the lighter she's using basically has got a loose screw and it collapsed and she just accidentally sliced her, so she got sewed off. And all the characters interview her, and then the thing ends with basically Katsuma basically he comes in, like asks if he gets some paper to sign her back or live with her. He's like, no, because he has no problem with that. Of course, she's explaining this while he's basically all the. And here's the thing: he's absent most of the story because he's out shopping. And of course, he also took time to go to Starbucks, though they refer to it as something else in the anime, which apparently is Ocho, I think it is. Let's see, what's the place? It is. Okido, which I believe is also the name of the guy who works on the series, I think. I had some like my teeth. I believe it's a studio, so the name after probably because they actually this is a different studio. Probably somebody who's one to produce the series. Yes. Now my personal guess is the reason why I changed the name of it. Probably, and this is my personal theory, the show did not have a legal right to probably use the name Starbucks. I mean, the symbol on the bag clearly is Starbucks. It's a slight altered image, but clearly he went to frickin' Starbucks to get away their coffee. And apparently, Akrina basically, everyone's like, all the special coffee. Akrina's got black coffee because she's like anything in it. In case you're curious, though, do I serve coffee where I work? Oh yes, I serve coffee every single frickin' day. Half the time people want black, other half of the time people want cream, sugar, Splenda, or equal. The worst I've had to put into one cup, and this is for a large coffee, I had to put 20 sugars and 20 creams in it. Yeah, there's at times people would rather pay for a coffee with this much sugar in it over paying for a latte. Yeah, it's simple just a bit. And apparently for Akrina, she apparently gets drunk by drinking coffee. Because it's basically like caffeine. Everything is like alcohol. So she gets drunk, space webs everywhere, and she looks like she's about to seduce her honey, she refers to as. But instead falling asleep anyways, that's what that portion of the episode is. There's a small little short at the very end, basically everything with bras. Mia has everybody trying bras. Not only the girls who live in the house, but also the Mon Squad. Even Miss Smith tries on the bras. Of course, for her, it's not much of a problem because she's an actual human. Yeah, she's the only one in the group who's actually an actual human. Though she looks great in any underwear. Though they have this one shot in the anime. We have Kaijo basically standing in the doorway, and you have Rensha basically putting her stockings in a very seductive way. Yes, this, from what I've read online, this shot is a nod to The Graduate. Yeah. No kidding about that. Basically, Kaijo was standing in for Dustin Hoffman of all people, and Rensha's standing in for Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, it's basically about a college graduate who sleeps with a married woman who ends up at the end of the movie with actually the married woman's daughter. Yep. Yeah, and everybody tries on stockings later, and Kendra comes back after presumably in their grocery run, and everyone's like, Mia, of course, is upset about the whole stocking thing, and the thing ends everybody covered with stockings, and Miss Smith's like, I can't drink my coffee like this. Yeah, it was kind of a weird ending, but that's that. When Poppy tried to try on the bra, but she just couldn't keep it on because, well, she has wings, she doesn't need a strapless bra. And of course, well, Miro, they revealed the reason why she's getting her top on. slip resistant straps. Okay. Yep. And of course, Sensorina and the Ogre have one thing in common. They can't fit into an actual bra because their breasts are so big. My guess, and this is no assumption, I don't think these are like they sometimes what I've heard is that breast size can be like cup size. And I am just gonna throw out a limb that their breast size is F cup. I have no expert on it at all. It's just what I have heard when it comes to breast sizes. No, I'm not a pervert. I just heard stuff like this in various anime I've watched. And also some live action movies I've seen. So don't call me a pervert just because I know a little bit about basically about a breast size. But yeah, not much else to say about these two OVAs. They're good. Fun to watch. Final thoughts on the anime? It's a pretty good anime. I've had fun time in watching it. Though, in case you're probably curious, though, that I felt a little weird about watching a series where almost all the characters look like they're half human, half whatever creature. I mean, the female lead of the series is half woman, half snake. No, I did not have a problem with it. No. What drew me into the series is the slice life aspect. And a lot of the series is simply a lot of one-shot episodes. Yes, the series is a bit erotic, but here's the thing. It's not hentai. You wanna know why? Because none of the characters are depicted as having sex. I mean, yeah, one scene might imply that. Oh yeah, and also in the gym one, when they have the Cyclops, Teresa, I think, remember her? Yeah, from the back when she's basically kind of cleaning her eye, trying to get little things stuck in her eye, it looks like though she's making out with her, but she's actually licking her eye. You're probably thinking, man, that's gross. But it was only for her to get it out, whatever's in her eye. Yeah, I recommend not only contacts, but also eye drops because her eye gets really dry because she's got a single eye because she's a Cyclops. Yeah, but I had to bring that up because it happened in the OVA. Yep. But that's particularly it for this particular review series. Now, I did hear a rumor online. There was a article I read that there's a presumed season 2 coming. As far as I can tell, I only found one news source about this on Google. Though, here's the thing. If I get more information about it, I might do a regular review series, this one. But, as it stands, the last thing aired for this thing about 3 years ago. Now, okay, now I'm going to review right now what my next anime I'm going to do. Though I'm reading like novels for right now, is a series known as The Abstract War. Yeah, that's going to be my next anime I'm going to do. Though I'm going to be basically, I'm reading light novels. I read the first of about 6 that adapted for the series. I'm going to read 2 more before I watch season 1. That'll come soon. Probably, I think I'm going right now, maybe not until the end of this week, maybe next week, but I get to it. Depends on how long it takes me to finish up a bunch of light novels, okay? Now, my next video I'm going to do is Usagi-chan Wants to Hang Out. That's next, along with Fire Force, and after that would be, is it wrong to have girls in a dungeon? Yes, discussing that. As in the case of tomorrow, well, the only thing I'll probably discuss tomorrow was probably, if I get a chance to, probably Naruto Shippuden. Okay? To the next video. Bye.